I really enjoyed the internship. It was a huge confidence boost for me, and I knew that when I picked this SBTDC internship, that was the right choice for my career.
The most important thing that it's taught me as a student is being more agile in the way that I think and approach plans. You could make a plan and then you would scrap that plan and start over because everything changes very rapidly. So that was a really good lesson for me, that it's okay to change plans and to always be sort of willing to adjust and think quickly and let go of the plans that you had to make way for better opportunities.
Benefit came from working with the two companies that I was assigned to. And it was taking the things that I learned as a first year in business school, the marketing classes and the way to do competitive analysis and looking at a product and its position in the market. Those lessons I was able to take and then use them to evaluate each business and each product that they were trying to sell. And so it was a way to really hone that and get real world experience in that regard.
Well, I'm a real strong believer in internships and assistantships that afford students opportunities to interact external to the campus with businesses and organizations as a way to round out their classroom education experience, put some of that experience into practice, and we find that many students, as a result of their internship experience with us and with others, they have a much more marketable set of skills when they talk to future employers. They've actually done something that they can talk about. This is what I did.
I'd say my favorite part of the commercialization internship was probably being able to see the entire semester's work come to fruition in that final presentation. But I also enjoyed the process of getting to that final presentation with all the different other interns I was working with, the team at the SBTDC. I had a great supporting group to make sure that I was doing exactly what I needed to do and focusing on the right things and learning as much as humanly possible over the course of that summer. So I think the favorite part was the final presentation, but I think this internship is more about the journey than the destination, and I really enjoyed the process of learning what to do and how to get there.
What I would definitely say about my clients is when I first met with them, they were very open to sort of crafting the experience where I needed it. The SBTDC does a good job of matching your skills to what the client needs. So if all of my clients, both my clients needed some marketing help to dive right in and to look at market analysis and competitive analysis and how they could use that to reach their consumers. And so I was able to definitely craft my experience in a collaborative setting. Generally, you are the only business person that's worked with the team at that point. Sometimes you're coming in with researchers or scientists or engineers. And so I found that it was really a collaborative experience where you were able to jump in and really use your voice and help move the company forward.
It's sort of my first experience working as a consultant, kind of in a client-facing role. But I think that the two companies provided enough experience and provided enough varied experience that I was able to get a lot out of it. Even though they're both the same size roughly and similar academic spin-offs, they were two completely different asks, and so it was a lot of me learning on the job and learning how to do new things.
So the most important thing that SBTDC taught me was the ability to evaluate businesses. So when I finished my second year of business school and I was looking to join a startup or to create a startup myself, I was able to evaluate different opportunities. I'd already done that twice for SBTDC, and it taught me it gave me skills in order to do that, to make a good choice when I graduated business school. So the choice I made, I had a few opportunities with different startups, and I started my own company from Duke University, and I was able to kind of evaluate its prospects, evaluate the market, evaluate the technology, evaluate the potential of the business. And that skill was critical, because then when I was confronted with a choice as to what to do after school, I think it helped me make a good choice and start the business where I saw the most potential and build that business. And that was called Grassroots Biotechnology. I started that after Duke and was able to grow that with my co-founder and the team.
And I actually, cool part about that side, after that, that company actually gave me an internship directly with that company outside of the SBTDC. And then I ended up working for them professionally for a year and a half before I took the role I'm in now, which is a financial analyst position. But, this gave me the ability to like have that, that one shot where I could like impress some people and like find a job, because it's like I landed a really good like high level position right out of college, which a lot of people don't. You land like entry level positions because of the work that I put in and the mentorship within this program, not only from David Walker, Sandra Dennison, and John Uvari and the other counselors at the SBTDC, but also from the clients I worked with, and they were willing to take a chance on me. And I've developed some great relationships from that.
There's one thing when you're learning concepts in a comfort of classroom setting, right? But like they don't teach you what happens if a cold call goes bad, or they don't teach you when you're working with a client who's preparing a project plan for a drug that can give them $1 million in funding. So from that perspective, I think I'd say it's actually it is like a real world experience. In my case, like it was, so you're essentially like driving how their business is going to grow in future. And I mean, and there's the life, like, and they're all owners of their business, so it's sort of like you're helping them grow that and also impact the livelihood, not just theirs, but like all the people who are associated with that company.
My favorite part of the internship at the beginning was that I was paired with different clients, and as such I was exposed to different challenges, and I was able to use the business development skills from the first year of the MBA to solve real-world problems. And it was very gratifying to know that I could help these entrepreneurs get closer to technology commercialization.
Well, in general, the SBTDC interns did some really heavy lifting with us, for us, where market intelligence was concerned. That was a huge burden that they really took off of our shoulders, especially the deep dive into the cyber insurance market, like I spoke of earlier, as well as the broad look at multiple go-to-market strategies. And really the work they turned out was first class. I mean, it was the same level and quality of work I would expect to get from a Big Four accounting firm or consultancy. And from that standpoint, the value that we got in return was just astronomical. You just couldn't find a better value for really finding that level of talent to come in and work on a very specific project with very professional outcomes.
Thank you.
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 Thank you.